Hello YouTube, my name is Ben. I am back from the Carnivorous Symphony channel, and what you are looking at right now is what an MVP looks like. That's right, a small spherical thing winking at you. Right now we've got an RU match technically, but I brought an NU team because I like to. I'm going to lead with Electrode. He's got an air balloon. This Warren right here is quite stally. I actually made it into a problem, and it really didn't need to be. So it's kind of my own fault. I should not have vault switched here, but I did. And basically, I'm just going to bring in Basculin, and he's just going to set up Hail, sub down, protect, blah, 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 stupid stall rain. That's alright, though. Stupid thing. It's my own fault, really. I shouldn't have made this mistake very early on, but my number of misplays is made up for in the end after I take out this Warrior. Everything else just comes down a little easier. There's some misplays afterwards, obviously, but as soon as this stall rain goes down, it's all good. He's got this Hail team, I think. He's got 3 ice types. It's a bit weird to have 3 ice types and 2 flying types on the same team. He's very, very susceptible to Stealth Rock. Unfortunately, I'm not really able to get that going so far because of this Warrior, and I don't really want to bring in Omaldo on a Warrior because it really doesn't seem like a good idea. So he's going to keep someone down. I'm going to crunch him. Eventually, I'll just get tired of this. I'm just going to hard switch out back into Electrode. With Electrode in, I'm just going to basically spam Thunderbolt. He's going to protect. I'm just going to taunt him because I like to taunt things. Or after the Hail, obviously. Eventually, I bring him down. It's a bit of a pain. I should not have made this Warring such a big problem, but I did. Mistakes were made. Bad mistakes were made. Anyway, Voltorb's Electrode's eventually going to take this sub out, is eventually going to take the Warrior out. After he takes some damage, he's going to lose the balloon. Luckily, he doesn't need it because there are no ground types, so he's not avoiding his weakness right now. But once this thing just goes away, oh my god. I actually make a mistake at one point. I don't believe he expects to live one of the Thunderbolts, that he lives unprotected, so he goes for a sub, which is about here. I bring him down low enough. He eventually gets off another protect, which is basically just him wasting time. This thing takes about 13 turns of just sitting in here and stalling. It's an absolute pain. But once it goes away, it's all good. So that eventually goes down. He brings in the Sigalith right now. I got to get a Thunderbolt off on that. I'm really not sure why he brought the Sigalith in. Probably because he was hoping he'd get some more Cosmic Powers, but really one Cosmic Power and a Paralysis isn't going to help him out. So he's just going to switch straight back out, straight into Glaceon? Yes, there it is. The Glaceon, I'm going to Vault Switch out. I don't really want to take too much damage on Electrode. He's already almost dead, and I know he's going to be useful later, so I'm going to bring in Arbok. Big mistake going for the Glare, and then the Coil. I should have just Gunk Shot twice, or maybe 3 times. I could have taken this thing out, but I didn't. Arbok didn't really need to die, but he does. It's a pain. Glaceon does some work here for him, I guess, but just Arbok doesn't really do much this game. He gets some damage off on this thing. He gets it paralyzed. It's not really that important because I'm just going to bring in Electrode again just to take it out. Might as well. He's going to protect, just wasting time. His big stall strategy, considering he only has Hail as the damaging factor, which doesn't really make much sense to try and stall me with protect when I have tons of PP on Thunderbolt. I'm going to protect to see what the Absol is going to lock itself into, assuming that this Absol is choice. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch, so I'm thinking, great. I'll go out to Wormadam. He can't really hit me because he's Sucker Punching. I'll just poison it with a Toxic, then I'll protect. He's still Sucker Punching, so he's got to be choice. Look at this. So I get a Toxic off. I'm going to protect here. He's going to Sucker Punch again, I believe. So, look, I have no reason not to think this thing is choice, so I'm just going to give it another Toxic, because obviously he can't do anything, but he gets a Stone Edge off. It gets a crit, 50%. That's alright though, because Wormadam survives. Wormadam. Anyway, I'm just going to keep protecting, just going to eventually get the Toxic Stall off. Wormadam doesn't really need to stay in here, so I'm going to switch into Armaldo. Armaldo's not going to be much of a help throughout the rest of this game, so I just decided to sack it off, but he's going to go for the Sucker Punches again. I have no reason to attack this thing because I know 2 turns of Toxic will take it out, so Armaldo's going to go for Stealth Rock, and he gets another Sucker Punch. I really don't understand why. Late game Stealth Rock's always helpful, especially since the rest of his Pokemon are pretty weak to it. Other than Sigalith. Sigalith has that Magic Guard ability, so it's alright. This comes in, he's going to get Flying Jam Acrobatics. Armaldo lives that, which I'm pretty surprised. Misses the Stone Edge, which I'm not surprised. The second Acrobatics is going to take it out, which is unfortunate. Armaldo did a lot more than I was expecting him to. Got Stealth Rocks up, that's nice. Basculin comes in, and he's just going to proceed to Aquajet the rest of the team. So thank you for watching this video. I mean, this guy was a decent player. His stalling team was pretty unsuccessful, unfortunately, this time, but maybe sometimes. I don't understand the 3 ice types and the 2 flying types, but hey, choices are choices. Anyway, it's been great talking to you. I'll see you later. Thank you very much. Goodbye.